Welcome. Here to pull out a general read and see what the energy is like. My readings are timeless. This reading is for any and all signs. Whenever you see this is when it's meant for you. They're not specific to one person. Personal readings are available. You can find a link in my description. Use your intuition. Keep what works. Let drop what doesn't. I'll take it. What else do I need to tell you? If it doesn't fit, don't force it. It's not meant for you. He, she, him, her, masculine, feminine. It's all energy. Sometimes I'll be specific to masculine as a man, but please use your discernment and put it where it works for you. I pray and bless the cards before I start my read off camera, and let's find out what's going on for today. We got the idea. That's a good start. Let's see what we're working with today. Taking some time to kind of let my energy balance out. You have the levitator. I like how this color is transitioning already. Okay. The idea, somebody's thinking of something, maybe putting something together, starting a business, starting some form of making money perhaps, something creative, but it's just an idea. You haven't yet, I don't believe someone has taken the steps to bring it to fruition. Someone is working on, this levitator card is really interesting. I had a dream. I've been having dreams lately, especially last night, about levitating. Interesting. What I'm pulling from that card is the mental focus, mental and perhaps spiritual focus that, and I'm kind of reflecting on how I levitate in my dreams and how I fly. It's a serious, pinpointed focus on raising yourself. So somebody has an idea that they are putting all their energy and concentration into, but it's not something that's shown itself out in the physical world as of yet. You may feel uncomfortable. The librarian, do your homework. So somebody has an idea they are extremely focused on, and they are digging and doing the homework to find out where this idea comes from or how to move it forward. On the bottom, you have the messenger. Somebody may have some information for you in this process. Okay, let's see what it is. Okay, energy moving out. Five of Wands. It's conflict, competition. This idea may be something that you've spoken to somebody about. You may be feeling some kind of way about that. You might want to keep it private, or you may have wanted to restrain yourself and you sharing this idea, because whomever you may have shared parts of this idea, whatever it is, maybe the cards will give me some more idea how to focus on that. Somebody either has an issue with it or wants it, or there's some kind of conflict. There may be something that you may have wanted to work with someone else that is not the direction you need to take. You need to kind of focus on this for yourself. What is the energy now? What is the energy now? Energy now is walking away. Something that you needed to walk away from. I'm not going to stay too far on that, and I think you're aware of this, and I think this has to do with the conflict or competition that you've experienced in the past regarding this idea that you're focused on. Some of your research or investigation or looking for information has led you to a point where now you need to kind of walk away. You're not walking away from the idea, but you're walking away from the conflict that's intertwined with this idea. See what else is coming out. Okay, hidden. What's hidden? The hidden energy involving this is something sneaky. So I'm feeling like whatever this idea is, you've shared this idea, concept, you've shared this with someone or certain people, and they do not mean you well. Um, I'm getting like kind of smiling in your face, like uh, whomever you shared this with may have given you the impression that they understand or that they're on board or that they're on the same page, but they're not. They're moving behind the scenes either to attain whatever they feel like that your idea is good. Your idea will generate something. It could generate money. It could generate popularity, or it could generate interest, followers. I'm getting. So they like your idea, but they don't understand it. And from what you've gathered, you realize that they don't understand it, which is why you're walking away from this person or this group. I feel like there's a group involved. There may be a group of people, but there's a specific person that is interested in your idea, but not interested in participation, not interested in collaboration, interested in ownership. Walking away from this building, you're walking away. Someone wants to creep away from building with you and take this idea, quote unquote, with them. What are the challenges, obstacles? What's in the way? Death card. Something needs to change. Something needs to transform. This idea needs to shift from a collaborative perspective into something else. And somebody out when I see this card, I always look at this as this fallen emperor or a fallen king or somebody that has wanted control. That's not going to work, and they'll be falling by the wayside literally. But there's other people that believe in whatever you're working on or whatever this idea may be, and you need to move towards those people, move towards the sunlight, and walk away from this oppressive interaction or whatever has been oppressive involved in you cultivating some idea. And it's not just a little idea, it's something big and something that you've been thinking of or someone has been thinking of for an extended period of time that's just now coming into focus. What's surrounding you? What's in the environment? The Empress. That's a good card. It's so interesting. I just spoke on the Emperor. And here we have the Empress. So far we have Scorpio on the board. And we have Taurus on the board with the Death card and the Empress card. You're in an environment that's helping your creativity. And I kind of associate this idea with this creativity, but in some kind of way it's connected to this levitator because of the way the color blends into this blue. And to be honest with you, I kind of want to shift these cards like this. The colors mean a lot. Purple may mean a lot. Crown chakra and throat chakra, meaning to speak up. The Empress means this Empress in this position is reflecting that you're in a really good environment to cultivate whatever this is. It's affording you the comfort to develop. There's a level of abundance. You may even be living simply, or I'm getting something about a level of minimalism, but abundance. Minimalism does not mean lack. It means defined, and I think that's what's going on with this levitation too, that pinpointing and honing in, editing out the extra for whatever this concept, this idea that you're bringing to life. It's like you're making something out of nothing. It's pulling it out of thin air, but that's not actually what's happening. Something that's developing, but what is developing is not seen. The environment that you're in with this Empress puts you in a receiving mode. Okay, we'll keep it moving. We're gonna get some more details on these cards, some clarifiers. What's the best way to move? Best mode of action. Five of Pentacles. I think whatever this concept is, this idea that you're working on, has alienated you. And I think the best way to move is to move with that. What I like about this Five of Pentacles in this deck is that in most cards, most traditional tarot cards, these people are poor and downtrodden, beat up, they're on crutches and stuff like that. But these folks are prepared for the snow that's outside. They're outside, kind of cast away, but they're prepared. So I feel that the best way for you to move is to be prepared for that isolation, and be prepared to not be understood, and be prepared to have to move past some lack of understanding of what you're working on. People are not going to be failing you. They're going to push you aside. And the key is to rock with that and to prepare yourself with these coats on these people. Because the traditional tarot, this is not, this is a more of a, this is a destitute card. Let people think you're destitute. Let people think that you broke down. Rock with that. Use that to your advantage to help you create this kind of isolated place of abundance. That's the minimalism. That goes with this minimalism I was speaking on, to refine down whatever it is you're working on, whatever it is you're trying to bring to fruition. And this levitator, I keep thinking about flying. Let it fly. There's an ease too. When your mind starts working with the level of ease, that's when you know you've hit your pace. But you need to be separated from this conflict. And this conflict is coming from a level of misunderstanding. People don't understand. They don't have the breadth, the broadness of, they don't have the broad perspective to understand whatever this idea is for you. It's going to be different for a lot of different people. Like I said, this could be a business. This could be something creative. This could be, it's something that is you're bringing from your mind into reality. Could be a family. I'm not really seeing that. This is something that you're, and it's not really something that you're building. This is something that you're kind of like, I keep getting a magician pulling a rabbit out of their hat. There's no rabbit in the hat, but you're pulling this rabbit out of the hat. A white rabbit for that, which kind of goes with this librarian. There's something about you need to go down a rabbit hole, and you can't go down a rabbit hole with people attached to you. So there's a level of detachment that I'm seeing, especially since there are people that you have realized that you can't trust. You can't trust, you're not feeling their energy. I don't know, there's conflict there. It's abrasive, and there's competition where it should be cooperation. What's this final card? The High Priestess. Booyah! I need to get me a bell so I can start ringing a bell when the High Priestess come out. I love when the High Priestess come out. You already know. Not even getting into that. this is such an amazing card to have be aligned with these cards, because this also reflects that you have a level of intuition and divine guidance that's guiding you on this course, and you need to rock out with that. Like I said, this is not being left down the cold. This is being prepared for people to try to push you out of some place where you're not really interested in being. On the bottom is the Hierophant institution. Okay, let's get some clarifiers. This is an interesting read. I'm feeling this. Colors purple and blue are going to be of significance for you. You got them here and you got them here. Same colors that are here are in these three cards. That's really significant. Rock with your intuition. Something brought you to this read anyway, so there's some level of knowing that you have. You may be a little bit shaky in trusting the things that you know, but it's what you know that's going to help bring this into fruition. Ooh, why are my cards all jumbled? Let's make sure everything is okay. So let's see if we can find out what this conflict is. See if I can get some more out of this. What's this Five of Wands? What is this? I'm taking it. Queen of Cups, somebody that is kind of cold. Somebody that's kind of cold and maybe a level of detached, insecure. Whatever this conflict is it blocked your intuition. It blocked some level of inner knowing for you. Whatever it's, like I said, it's either conflict or competition. It's going to be different for different people because I'm getting both of these. It could be a combination of both. But when I see this card, it's like sparring. You're not pulling out the swords to stab somebody, but you're going to knock somebody here and there. And sometimes that could be healthy, but this created a level of insecurity and perhaps a level of codependency. It may have made you really ultra sensitive, which kind of goes, I compare with this High Priestess. When your intuition is overloaded, it makes you hypersensitive. And to have people around you that you're in conflict with or are in competition with you, or that want to make you feel like you're in competition with them, I'm a firm believer in for me, there's no competition for me, because I'm not competing against other people. I'm competing against myself. So even if people come to me with that kind of energy, I don't engage in it, because when you engage in it, it desensitizes you and it cuts you off from the things that you need to kind of pull from to keep things moving in a direction that you want for yourself. So this has made you kind of, I do sense some level of codependency. So it might have been difficult for you to separate yourself from whatever this group of people or person, this specific person is in this group of people. And like I said, I don't feel like these people are meaning you harm, but they want to play with you. They want to F with you. They want to F with your program, question you, kind of break you down to a certain extent, because in other people's mind is a competition. And that's, you can't kind of, Two of Cups reverse. Here we go. May have been a very close friendship or a love interest involved in this that is no longer. Or that someone may have been mixing, no, competition and love. Some sort of breakup with a really, really close friend or a romantic interest. And it has to do with this competition and this conflict. and a level of codependency. So for some people, this may have been something that was a relationship, or this idea may have come from a relationship that has disbanded, or walking away from a person and or a group of people. I'm going to pull one more card on this. This is energy that's passed. I'm not going to sit on this too long. Oh, I'm not taking all these cards. Hell no. I will take this tower, though. Tower, you got Aries. And there's been, you kind of dodged a bullet. Dodged a bullet. Something that could have gone really bad. And like I said, this could be a very close friend or a romantic interest or somebody that you were in a relationship with. But this also is involved with a group of people. Some calamity, some really kind of like the shit hitting the fan has been, like I said, you dodged a bullet, especially this walking away. Let's get into that. What is this Eight of Cups? Look at this. Five of Wands again in reverse. You see that? You walked away from this and it's changed it. It's changed that. Avoiding the conflict, avoiding the competition. Look at that. Tell me more. What else? Because I'm not going to sit on this either. That's where you are now. You've realized that you've walked away from something that does not serve you or your purpose. Why does that look like two cards? Okay. Got the Hangman. It's Pisces on the table. You're still kind of resistant to this walking away. You're kind of, I think you're realizing that you're on the fence because whatever this conflict, this discord, this sparring, this competition, whatever this is involved, has fostered this idea. And what you're in the position, whomever this is for, someone is in the position that they can't ride the fence. Either you're going to move on, but you can't, wherever you're going, this can't come with you. And I think you're realizing this. Things have kind of come into light to whatever this was. This conflict and dodging a bullet, you've realized this, you've moved on past it. You still have a level of knowing that you have to stay off the fence because this was close to you and close to your heart, and you're moving away from a level of codependency with this group, but specifically a person. And I think this Two of Cups is this Seven of Swords. We're moving on. What's this Seven of Swords? This is what's hidden. What is the Seven of Swords? Look at this, Knight of Cups. What'd I say? Here we go. Give me some more. I don't want to say anything. Judgment and the King of Swords. Okay. Judgment on table, that's Libra. This person may be a Libra. This person is this Two of Cups from this that you're kind of walking away from. This King of Swords is you've realized that this love interest, this person that you've been involved with, this indicates that it was a romantic relationship, especially with this Two of Cups reversed. This is kind of a breakup, but this is still looming. And I think this is still looming because this person is still looming. Or you may have had to sneak away from whatever this is because this person is not okay. It's not good. This King of Swords reverse. I don't want to spend time in narcissist land. I know this is a thing, but when I see this card, this is a narcissist card. This is somebody that misuses their power. They're manipulative. They're harsh. They have their own definition of what the truth is, and they're a tyrant. So whatever this is, that this breakup, this competition, conflict that you've chosen to walk away from, you may have had to get away from this very covertly, because you got the Seven of Swords in the position is what's hiding. And what's hiding could be you, but whomever this read is for, it could be the person that they've disconnected themselves with, especially with this Knight of Swords. So there's two scenarios that I'm feeling. One, whomever I'm speaking to may had to covertly get away or get out of a relationship or out of whatever this situation is that's moving into the past, because you've had a realization about whatever this romantic interest that you've cut off, or this romantic interest that someone has cut off is hiding in behind the curtains, behind the scenes, and you've had a realization about this person that they are manipulative, they're no good for you, which is just evident here too. But this is like doubling down on this not being healthy. For some, this is a romantic interest, and for some, this romantic interest is looming, kind of like lurking, okay? Real covert, real sneaky, real strategy. And having this Seven of Swords with this King of Swords reverse is giving me more of a feel that there is somebody that's kind of creeping around, paying attention to whatever it is that you're trying to bring into fruition. But you need to stay focused. Okay, we're going to keep it moving. This is interesting. And like I said, for some, this may reflect on a romantic relationship, but for others, this is a close friendship that's a part of a group. It's two specific kind of situations that I'm feeling. One is a love interest, a boyfriend, a fiance. This does not feel like a marriage. This feels like some sort of long-term relationship, a very close friendship. For those that this resonates as a romantic interest, this is one specific person. For those that this resonates as a friendship, this is a part of a group of people. There's a group of people involved regardless, but more specific to whomever I'm speaking to, that this resonates as a friendship. In a relationship, that's a whole different can of worms, and I'm not getting into that. I'm not going down that rabbit hole. I'm not doing that right now. We're moving forward. All that's in the past. That's just to kind of explain how you're moving forward and why you're moving forward. Okay, so what's in the way? Death is in the way. Oh, here we go. Look at this. See? Got your tyranny. What's in the way is that I feel like whomever I'm speaking to is stalling. It's kind of like keep backtracking. And I was getting this feeling over here with this riding the fence. You can't ride the fence. This card is saying that you can't ride. There's no riding the fence with this. There's this side and there's this side. There's no riding the fence. And I think whomever I'm speaking to is riding the fence, and they're not keeping in their challenge to keep whatever this concept, this idea, this something that they're holding on to that's blossoming because of this process. They're not keeping that in the forefront, and they keep going back and forth. Even though they've kind of separated themselves and walked away, they keep wanting to go back. Like you're confused. You're caught up in, now for some people, this is this relationship that you keep wanting to, you going back and forth in your mind. But this is no bueno. You got the King of Swords right next to the Emperor in reverse. This is the same beast, except one is worse than the other. Whatever this and this is, for some specific individuals, if this is a romantic connection, let that go. And you're going back and forth with this. That's specific to a group of people. For others, if this is a friendship, these people don't have your best interest. They not your tribe. They're not your people. And if they are, they need to be kept at a distance. We're gonna keep it moving. If I have to come back to this, I'll come back. Your environment, this Empress in your environment is really good. Now look at this. You got the Empress in upright and you got the Emperor in reverse right next to it. This is not who you think it is. And I would stay aware of someone that's tyrannical. And see, they may not come off. That's why I'm glad I did mention narcissists, because they'll present themselves as being alright. They'll present themselves as one way, but they somebody else. And they not on the same page as you. They have ulterior motives. What is this Empress in the environment? Ooh, star reversed. You got Aries on the board. This person could be an Aries. And what did I say this was? Or Libra. Or move in Aries and Libra energy. They may be acting like they're fair, but they're not. So you got the star reversed. Stars Aquarius and Taurus. You're losing faith. And faith is the only thing that makes this work. And you shouldn't be losing faith, because your intuition is telling you what it is. And it will play out, but your faith is being challenged. Your faith in your environment is being challenged. There's something about minimal, what appears to be a lack or not having enough. Whomever is listening to this, it's not that your environment lacks anything, it's refined. And in this minimal state that's in your environment, that is environment that you're in, you're getting a specific kind of energy. And I see that with these crystals. Between these crystals and the gold in her jewelry, it's meant for you to focus on the energy, which brings me back to this idea. And the levitator is focusing on the energy. Damn, I keep going back to this dream I had last night, man. It was, there was a specific kind of focus that if I didn't have this focus, I would get a certain amount in the air. And if I didn't have this focus, I had mastered it enough, whereas I would just kind of float down. But I knew that if I didn't stay focused, I would drop to the ground. You have to stay focused to raise whatever it is you're working on and have it move. And I would encourage you to kind of look into studying energy. Look into energy, look into crystals. Crystals and metals. Crystals and metals. Crystals between metals like silver, copper. I would encourage you to do a little research and homework, because those will help you generate the energy you need to bring this idea into fruition. It's going to help your intuition, because your faith is challenged right now. Give me one more on this Empress and this star reverse. And you feel like you're not being guided, but you are. You feel like you're losing your way. There is no way, there is no map to this. You have to definitely feel out the situation and trust yourself. You've already figured out a major hurdle, right? And your obstacle is that you're not completely walking away from this. You keep thinking something is going to change with a specific person. Here is a specific person, and it's a masculine energy. For some people, it may be a man itself, but it could be somebody moving in a masculine energy and very dominant. When I look at the emperor in the reverse, it's like it's a tyrant. Emperors used to conquer, take over, run stuff. That's what you're dealing with. This is the energy that you're dealing with that you don't want to walk away from because you're not trusting yourself. You're not trusting that things can be simple enough. You have to focus on the energy, and this is not bringing good energy. Give me one more for this star and this queen. Look at this. You will be tempted. Give me one more with this. This is this person lurking. This is the energy of this person, or the energy, and I'm not saying that this is a bad person. They just have their own. It's not the King of Cups. Four of Swords, and you're not healed yet. You need to get through that. You need to get past this. You need to really disconnect. Because you got the Star, there's a misguidance here. If you indulge in this, now see how you got these three cards here? You see this going across? You got the King of Swords, the Emperor, and then the King of Cups. And above the King of Cups, you have the Devil. Somebody's going to, and I already said that this person presents themselves like this. That's not what they are. They're like this and like this. So you're going to be tested. And you have to make sure that your faith is up. And you have to really kind of, you're tired of this situation. And I think that you need to rest on, this is getting really detailed. You have to, okay. For some, this is a friend. For some, this is a romantic relationship, interest, person that you were with romantically, right? There are feelings involved. This person does have feelings, but they don't operate the same way that you do. And you need to heal from this because this person is going to come in and tempt you and test your faith. And I would encourage you to kind of make sure that you have your energy in the right place. You have what you need around you to keep your energy in the right place. Let's see what this Five of Pentacles is. This is the best way to move. What did I say? Act like you're destitute. Look at here, we go to Page of Cups. You just need to act like you don't have nothing. You don't have nothing. You ain't working with nothing. Look at this, the Hermit. By yourself. Best way to move. People want to treat you like you're on the outskirts, like you've been cast away. If this person may have cast you away as well. Something in the splitting of directions. You walking away, them walking away, whatever. This is another kind of breakup card. Broken relationships. Let it be broken. Whatever's broken, let it be broken. Keep walking away. Let people think what they want to think. You're prepared. Your faith will be tested. Someone will come in with love, or they will come in like they come in with love, but that's not what they're up to because there's some sneaky shit in the background. I'm going to keep it moving. You need to focus on yourself. Focus on getting your information. Focus on whatever it is that you're building because you're being guided intuitively. That's what this High Priestess is. You need to fall back on that and depend on that. And that means keeping your energy in a place where it's very specific. Not allowing this stuff to infiltrate and test you. It's going to test you though. Somebody's going to come and they're going to test you. And you're going to come to your sword. Stay patient. Trust your intuition. One more. The Fool reversed. Aquarius again on the board. Virgo on the board. I would say to not be naive and to hold back. Whatever this position is that makes you look like a castaway, a throwaway, destitute, that's what it appears to others. Let it appear to others like that. Stay firm in where you stand. Focus on yourself, because I did say that there's some kind of rabbit hole. There's something, top hat and a white rabbit. This is the vision I'm getting. There's a magician pulling out a white. What you're doing is you're pulling a rabbit out of a hat, out of a top hat, right? There's no rabbit in the hat, but you're pulling this rabbit out. For you to be able to do that, you have to stay focused. Do not be naive in thinking anything that's coming, especially something returning that you've walked away from. It's a test. You have to be patient and restrained. Hold back. Don't be how can I explain this? It's not time to be a free spirit and to just take chances or whatever. It's a time of being restrained and trusting your intuition. There's something involving this that has to do with working online. Something involving working online. If you got social media, I'd be really restrained to what you put out there, because somebody's watching. Somebody or people are watching how you moving. And when they see you get to a certain space, they're gonna try to test you, but they don't look upon you favorably. They're interested in what you're putting together. That's it for that. I'm gonna get some. Let me see. Any kind of numbers out here? I feel like I need to pull for 88. You got the 88. I am wealthy. Let me put this over here because it's something between this and this. This walking away and this wanting to go back and forth will have an effect on your wealth. You're on the cusp of a prosperous and abundant spiritual life. You will find numerous opportunities for success and achievements, all of which bring financial and material abundance into your life. Whatever this idea is jackpot. And people know it. And they're going to test you. Let's get some advice out here. That's a good reading now. Somebody should be really excited and very cautious. This is telling me to be very cautious, to stay grounded in what's guiding you. Because it's coming from the universe. It's coming from the Most High. Whatever you see as your spiritual foundation, the source of how you move in this world, it's coming from there. You just got to stay focused. And you're gonna have a up and down until you can really get that focus sharpened. What is the give me some advice? The lion, look at that. Favor. You may be facing a tough challenge, but your strength will carry you through. Take control and lead with grace. Do not be led. Do not be led by whatever this energy is. This tyrannical, somebody want to take over your stuff. Somebody want to be involved with whatever you're doing so they can run it and take you out of control of your own thing. You're in control. Well, I hope this helps.